guys, Bulma here, and joining me is my fun time bingo Vegeta.
Fun time bing! No! Not doing that again.
We're back with some more South Park, and we're gonna go beat up these cat meth heads.
Filthy cur.
Oh, we just want the cat.
Our Saiyan pride will make them bow. Or something like that.
Yep, defeat the meth heads.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez, Rick.
I liked this battle. It had these barrels that you see here. They explode. And
You punch them and they go boom.
I think I did pretty good keeping my party safe from getting all bashed up by them. But you'll see here, I got some pretty good knockbacks with the meth heads here on the barrels. It's really good. I like that there's little gimmicks in some of the battles in the game. It kind of mixes it up. It's not just, oh, we're doing just a regular grid battle. Like, wow, they implemented something different.
It's pretty cool.
Ah!
Pretty cool game. I feel like the game's been pretty worth the money so far. I mean, we don't have the season pass, I believe, question mark. I don't know anything about no DLC or if any DLC's even out for it. I don't think so. But I mean, I don't know. I'm down on more of this.
Yeah, and I don't remember if I talked about the South Park Phone Destroyer game on mobile, but Call Girl here, and I think it's when I do her super one of these times in this battle here, there's a little shout out to the Phone Destroyer game on mobile. It's pretty funny. I didn't catch that the first time while I was playing it, but I went back after listening to the recording. I was like, oh,
that's cool.
Yeah, like her phone she messes with her phone and you just hear, Phone Destroyer! And that's what the game does when you open it up on your phone. So I was like, nice.
That's pretty cute.
Yes.
Call girl. It's the implication. You're blowing yourself up.
I know, yeah, I took very minimal. I think Tool Shed was the only one really that got that hit there, but I get really good with the other guys though. The energy,
oh, Tool Shed.
I like it, and Carl Girl. That's her name now, Carl Girl. She's just like, oh no, leave my Tool Shed alone.
Oh my. I suppose it's pretty cute.
But then she uses his real name in battle.
Oh,
don't do that.
Oh shit, look at this. Damn. Damn. That's why you don't cook meth, kids. Damn. Oh, look at the little kitties. No.
Oh, poor kitties.
I'm so confused. I kind of get it, but
I remember this episode a little bit where
I didn't watch no South Park.
Like I said, I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen enough to kind of get some bits.
I admit I was kind of hesitant to play either of the South Park games just because I thought, oh, these aren't going to appeal to me. I haven't watched South Park since I was way too young to watch it. And,
yeah, I was not allowed to.
Yeah, I wasn't either, but I did, you know. Yeah, I don't know, so I thought I would just have a bunch of in-jokes that I wouldn't get or would fly over my head. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that's flying over my head that I'd get more of a chuckle out of if I had watched it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But, I mean, the fart jokes on display are funny enough, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess they do have some DLC or whatever, but from what it looks like, that's just a costume, which I don't like the...
Well, yeah, I think that was the first one to come out, though.
Yeah, I'm saying there's a costume, and then there's the Towley, which we have.
Got that for pre-ordering, I think.
Oh,
I didn't pre-order. I went and bought it. Day one edition.
Yeah, it came with the little code thing.
Yeah.
But we didn't get it on the first day.
Nope, we waited.
We cheated.
I didn't cheat nothing. I waited to hear if the game was going to be worth a shit. As you should do. Don't pre-order stuff.
Yeah.
Don't pre-order stuff unless it's like you have the money now and you know you won't have it later. And you really, you know the game's going to be good. You know. Generally, pre-ordering's totally shit. There's no reason to do it.
Yeah. And then the other two things they have is this thing called Danger Deck, where players have to face the Ultimate Combat Challenge and Dr. Timothy's Danger Deck. Whatever that is.
That sounds fun.
I don't even...
It sounds like a card game or something.
Maybe.
I'm gonna look into it.
And then there's a new story called From Dusk Till Casa Bonita, which has you team up with the Coon and Mysterion to defeat a demonic presence.
So there is DLC out for it then.
Yeah, there's a little bit. I think that's all that's announced right now. I don't know if there's going to be any more.
Is that announced DLC or is that out DLC? That's a two different things.
I'll howl that.
Because that doesn't sound like a whole season's pass worth of stuff. You know, rip-off artists.
Yeah, indeed. Let's check this guy and his cat. Ugh, well, not his cat. Just watch.
We just put the cat urine in the drugs and alcohol.
Who is the big man?
He don't even do it for the money, man. It's like he wants more crime in the streets.
Wow, that sounds spooky.
You don't even know spooky, man. We got to do this if they tell us. Don't you get it? We're already dead for telling you.
Oh my. No, the kitties. That's so sad.
Meh.
They killed the kitties.
You know what? I didn't even realize that when I was playing through it. I was just like, okay, time to go look for loot again, and...
Oh, but they killed the kitties.
Oh my god, devastation.
They killed the kitties.
Let's have a moment of silence while I buy these quesadillas.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. That's terrible. I mean, screw the meth heads.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They can get blown up, I guess.
That's fine. I mean,
you shouldn't be cooking meth. That comes with the territory. You get blown up.
and...
But not the kitties. Not the little kitties.
Dude, these items. I love them. I don't think I have the, all the giant dildos anymore.
Well, that's probably something you want to get rid of at some point, I imagine.
They were the best in the game so far.
Probably uncouth to walk up to the neighborhood kids waving it around.
This part is so great. I want a keypad like this. I don't even know what I'd use it on. Damn controller. It was dying on me here.
Yeah, I want a keypad that just says chaos.
Chaos.
Oh,
Chaos. Chaos.
I love it, Butters. You're so cute.
Your reign of order ends here, Coon and friend.
Oh.
Yeah, nobody gets
My goodness, this just keeps going, doesn't it?
I know. I was really surprised going through here. I was just like, wow, there's so many little battles I've had to do and jack filled with puzzles that I could not warp my head around. The box! The box!
The box, it haunts me.
Oh, by the way, yeah, so that DLC for the Fractured Butthole is the Danger Deck, and from there is out, but the From Dusk Till Casa Bonita story is announced for 2018. It's not out yet.
Lame.
So I don't think we'll get that. I don't know, but it'll be available later for $12.
We'll get to the end of this and we'll take a poll, and if you guys want the DLC, we'll do the DLC. If you guys don't want the DLC and we're on to greener pastures, we're on to greener pastures.
Gonna go eat that pasture and
Yeah,
make
man.
milk.
We're gonna be big old
Like-
cows. We're gonna eat all that grass.
Oh, that reminds me of this ridiculous onesie I saw at the store, where it had an actual, not like, it had a huge stuffed cotton udder and everything, the works. I was like, ugh, that's flop, like you jump around and like the udders would be flopping around it. Ugh.
I remember this really cute little hand puppet. I mean, I guess it wasn't cute, but it was like a little cloth hand puppet of a roach,
Oh.
and it looked good.
Ugh.
And my mom was absolutely horrified at the idea of me buying that and taking it home. So she quickly dissuaded me in the best possible way. Told me, not on your life. Not on your life, young Pip. Go put that back. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Fine, Mom.
That kind of reminds me of this. My dad had this really gnarly hand puppet. I think pretty sure he still has it. It was like, it looked like it was from the 80s. It's like some, what's that thing? Those things Jim Sterling collects.
Boglins?
Yeah, I think it might be a boglin. Like it looks like it. It's like some weird like latex rubber goblin puppet thing.
It's a boglin.
It definitely looks like it has like the weird creepy marble eyes and shit. I remember he'd always it had little arms on it.
It even has the little cage. It's a boglin.
No cage required on this one. But my dad would use it when I was little. He'd like use the hand puppet, and he'd do Yoda impressions with it. And my dad's really good at doing voices. So
Her dad's funny. He's a card.
it was just a nice memory. I think he still has it. And he just had a.
Voices. I do voices. Good. They are.
I think he still has it. He just had a baby like a year ago, so like he uses it with the baby. I'm like, oh, that's cute.
It is pretty cute.
I always wanted when I was a kid. I remember there was this long, like super long, couple feet long, stuffed animal snake thing. I always wanted one, but yeah, my parents would say no to that. I don't know why.
She
It was
wanted a
cool.
snake.
Oh my god. It was cool. I remember the first time I saw one was when at the time when I was younger, living in Germany. We went on a class field trip to the Nuremberg Zoo, and they had at the gift shop this huge
The Nuremberg?
Nuremberg Zoo.
The Nuremberg?
Nuremberg Zoo.
The Nuremberg?
Yeah, and yeah, they had this huge long snake, and I wanted it so bad.
I know, it's funny.
I'll get one day, and I'll just like be cuddling with it, and I'll post pictures and be like, just me and my snake.
It's funny the things we remember from childhood.
I need a transfusion.
I remember seeing someone's butt crack a lot. Like we were
What?
on vacation. And
What? Holy crap.
I don't know why I remember it. I just remember like
It got dark all of a sudden.
It was still when we were living in Germany. We drove to Paris to go hang out there, and I think we got a hotel or something. But I just remember at so many different locations we went, I kept seeing the same person, and they'd be sitting somewhere in front of me that I could see them and their butt crack, and I'm just like, I remember that. I remember your butt crack, sir.
Oh, man.
You know, 2 Supposedly another word for penis. Yep, I know.
Somewhere in the world, someone's gonna hear this and know that they traumatized a young Bulma once.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna let that butt crack go, and it's been like 15 years.
The butt crack that just keeps on giving. What the hell?
I was like, maybe like 7 or 8.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's just like if you cracked open my brain, there'd be an imprint of that dude's butt crack. Butt brain.
Butt brains. A little butt on the brain.
But
Butt.
I was thinking the same thing.
Butt. Oh, I played a little PUBG for the first time today.
Yeah, and if any of you guys watch Sunny in Philadelphia, his character looks like Sweet D.
It does.
It's so good.
It does. It looks miraculously like Sweet D.
But yeah, so how do you like it?
Pretty fun. I mean, I played 2 games and I got like instantly killed because I had no idea what the controls were.
That's okay. That's what
even
happened on Fortnite. with
Yeah,
me.
even after going into like the key bindings and looking at what I would need and all this, I was like, okay. So I went and watched like an hour-long video on how not to be a total scrub. And
Things you must know before playing PUBG.
and then the next game I played, the 3rd game, I made it to. There's 7 people left alive before I ate it.
Nice though.
It was a marked improvement from being like the 92nd. But it was pretty cool. I caught like a truck at one point, and I drove like damn near into the middle of the map, and so I was able to like post up in this house really early, and as the circle closed in on everybody else, it was a pretty cowardly tactic. But I looted this house and I got all this good gear. And I got a good like assault rifle, and I just laid down in a bathroom and waited for about 15 minutes. And some scrub was coming up through the stairs, and I could hear him opening the doors because I closed all the doors behind me like a boss.
Oh yeah.
And so when he opened up the bathroom door and walked in, I just sprayed him with the assault rifle.
Oh my god.
It was super dirty. It was super dirty. And this guy had like all this really good gear, and so I looted all his stuff too. And I think like the last circle was gonna close in, and I was on the inside of it. So I jumped. So I ran outside. And I jumped in my car, and some guy blatted me in the head a couple times from a million miles away. I don't even know where. It was cool though. I like how the game rewarded me for playing like the biggest chicken shit.
It's like, yes, cool.
Yeah. That was nice. I know, I liked it. Had a cool black trench coat and everything. It was neat. Sweet D moving up in the world.
Getting the
Before I got blatted in the face.
getting the duster.
Yeah, I got the duster. Sweet D got the duster.
Oh.
That's pretty fun though. I'll probably play some more of it. I mean, I've only been playing solo. I haven't tried it with any people. I don't really want to. I immediately turned off the general mic chatter because you hop in and there's a bunch of kids screaming, for lack of a better term, racial obscenities and a bunch of curse words and. Rock on. You know, like, it's like hopping into a typical Call of Duty game. You know what I mean? Where the first thing you hear is, end this, MFR, beep, 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 beep. Like, oh gosh. First of all, if you're gonna curse, act like you've cursed before. Ever.
Oh yeah.
I mean.
I know, that's like when I remember the first time I started hearing other kids around me start swearing was in 5th grade. I might have been in 4th or 5th grade, but I remember there was a kid on the playground, and he was sitting. I remember they had like this tire swing, and he was sitting in it and had his butt all stuck in the like deep in the tire swing, and he was like, "I'm gonna take a crap. I'm gonna take a crap because my ass is in this tire swing," and something like that. And I was just like, "Oh, he said crap and ass."
Oh, the double whammy.
I was like, "Oh," but I still didn't start swearing at that point. It wasn't until 8th grade when I was like 14. I remember walking the track with my friend during PE, and I was like looking around, and I was like, "Fuck." You know, like.
I mean, we got nothing against cursing.
Oh no, it's just.
Cursing can be a very powerful tool when used appropriately.
I did not use it appropriately after I got more acquainted with using it while I was 14. I would just be like, "Oh, look at that fucking spider. He's fucking swaying on the fucking wall." Like,
Yeah.
it was.
I know. That kind of swearing to me is very childish and not very effective. And it turns me off from hopping onto most multiplayer games that involve a mic.
It's like, okay, you have nothing to actually say.
Okay, we have a mic. We have a mic, very obviously. Hello. I still don't use this when I'm playing any game that involves talking to people, because the very last thing I want to do is to hop on and play a game to relax and get called the most ridiculous names by some kid whose balls haven't dropped yet. I mean, you can hear it in their voice. I'm not saying that as like an insult. Like, you know, hey, you little. I'm not even gonna go into the list of how it is. But we've all been there, and it's terrible. And that's not how I like to relax. So I tend to avoid that crap. Now, when I'm playing with friends and stuff, I'll hop on the mic and chatter all day. I'm a little chatterbug.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna go all chatty Cathy with little Timmy from down the street.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it.
Jeez. So they haven't brought back the microtransactions for Battlefront 2, have they?
I don't think so.
Jeez, it's been like 7 weeks after launch.
It's been a while. They're just waiting for everything to die down, and then they're gonna switch them back on. Mark my words.
I actually saw someone, they're thinking, I forgot, I think it was an analyst or if it was someone from EA, but they're saying like, oh, they expect that the game the profits to start increase after the uproar dies down.
All the uproars died down now. Those fucking whiny ass people getting screwed out of all their money through predatory business practices, they were just fucking being uppity little bastards.
Yeah, just give me some time, I'll totally buy it. Yeah, No.
Kiss my ass, Battlefront 2.
Don't think that's how that works.
Kiss my ass, EA. Just watched a video earlier, I think it was Yang Ya talking about, oh shit, I don't want to misquote the video all the shit, but talking about how EA is rolling out this new plan for like matchmaking. You know how like Activision, was it Activision? I don't want to talk out of turn here. I believe it was Activision. Came out with that super bullshitty microtransaction thing where like, oh, if you get killed by a weapon, it's gonna pop up the weapon that killed you and what the guy was using, and you can buy the weapon right there from the death screen. And match people up against people with these pay to win weapons.
Yeah.
It was super shady shit. Basically, EA's rolling out their version of it, where it would essentially matchmake people so that sometimes they lose, sometimes they win, all to keep their attention and monetize them the whole way. Go watch the video. It was by Young, yeah. It just came out, I think, today. For a little more in-depth on it. But it's, you know, guys, EA hasn't learned a fucking thing. They lost billions of dollars and they haven't learned a single thing. They think we're just being whiny little peasants.
Well, we're listening.
But
we're listening to.
But everyone's paying attention to them right now. And I think maybe it'll take their new game, Anthem, bombing. I mean, that's what sucks. Game looks pretty cool. But, I'm not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole because EA's attached to it, and they.
Have a really good feeling about this, guys.
It's just kind of shameful how aggressive they're being by just saying, yeah, we don't really care. You know, you guys all, you know, comment and just give us a bunch of shit and. You know, well, screw you. You guys will calm down eventually, and we'll go back to milking you like little cows. I don't know. Fuck EA.
Okay, I admit it, but Lord, you got some potential.
Fuck their games.
Well, speaking
once they become a little more consumer friendly, maybe.
Yeah. Speaking of some better games, I guess it's only in Japan so far, but they have confirmed they're going to be coming out with this special Monster Hunter themed PlayStation 4 controller and console bundles, and I'm like, I want a Monster Hunter World controller. I usually don't care about that stuff, but I'm like, oh, and it's only in Japan now. I really want it. God damn it!
And that's how they get you.
Chaos. Utter chaos.
Indeed.
By the way, I love this mech suit.
I'm just amazed that this is still going on.
Oh yeah, this was. And there's like multiple levels to his suit. Like at one point, he'll be like a dog chariot.
I mean, like the last video started when we were. I think the last 3 videos we've been chaosing it up here.
Yeah, like I said, there's been a lot of people to fight.
Jeez, man.
A lot of minions.
Butters wasn't playing. I guess that 10 G's really does buy a lot.
Everyone's ready for their spin-off. In Turkish markets, at least.
That's funny. What else do we got written down here? What else do we have on the books?
Rocket League gets 40 million players.
Rock on Rocket League.
Rock on Rocket League.
If you guys haven't played that one, that's a fun one.
I have not. I think I've seen some videos.
Oh, we have it on the PlayStation 4.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it for free because I had PlayStation Plus. I guess it wasn't really free.
Aw.
Yeah, but you know, you get some free games out of it, so it doesn't feel completely shithouse terrible. I got some good ones. Like I got like Valiant Hearts, and I don't know. I got quite a few titles from the PlayStation Plus thing. Most of them I don't play. I just stick them in the library.
And do we still have Super Meat Boy?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Super Meat Boy's fun.
Don't mess this up, Dick Man.
I love me some Super Meat Boy. That was
Yeah,
addictive.
Rocket League's super fun. It's just like soccer with cars. It's
Oh yeah, that one. Okay.
it's stupid, but it's ridiculously fun. It's one of those things you'll start to play it and you'll be like, man, this is okay, but you'll keep playing it. You know, especially if you have friends over, it's definitely a great like party game. You can get a few people over and playing it, having some drinks. You know, it's
Go.
yeah, like if you're really good at it, you can get really good at it. But it by no means requires you to be good at it to enjoy it.
That's good.
Yeah. It's fun. I highly recommend it. Especially picking it up on sale. You can get it on sale nowadays for like dirt cheap. Couple bucks. Like couple bucks dirt cheap.
And here's some BS. They bring out some health minions to they can come out and I have to take care of them first, so there's just so many little mechanics. I just want you, Butters. You'll be on my team soon enough. We'll turn you to the light side.
The light side? I mean, are you... You got Cartman on your side. Is that really the light side? I feel like Professor Chaos is just kind of neutral. He's chaos. It's like chaotic neutral, you know?
Cartman saves our fannies quite a lot this episode, so he earns MVP.
Oh, okay. Well, hush my mouth, Cartman.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I got down to the wire a few times. Had everybody else done. I was like, I can either waste my turn healing or reviving somebody, or I can just keep on going. And I went on. And Cartman did it.
Rock on, Cartman. The coon.
The coon.
The coon pulling it through.
Medbot.
Medbot. Beep. Boop.
Pew,
Pew pew pew. Another guy here.
Huh? You blew a guy.
I heard that Platinum Games, the people who made like Nier, stuff like that, Nier Automata, is looking into making a new IP, or a couple new IPs. I don't even know. They're talking about some stuff. But yeah, the new IP. Keep it fresh, keep it up to standards of what the community expects out of them as game developers, which I can't imagine like what keeping it fresh means from the people that made Nier.
Yeah.
Because that game just has like all the game mechanics. It's like 6 games in one.
Yeah. Bullet hell.
Yeah, that game's all over the place. So like, what's keeping it fresh from there when that's like one of the freshest games I've played in a hot ass minute? I don't even know, but I'm excited to see. And they said they weren't using it. They didn't have like $100 million big ass budget to make a game, and they didn't want to go the full indie route of having like a small team work on a smaller game. And so he said something about in the middle. So I mean, you know, a bigger team with a limited budget, I assume. But
Welcome to Coontown.
I'm excited to see what they can do.
Trey on Terrasante.
What?
Very interesting.
I see.
Yeah.
I definitely failed my Spanish class. Unless that wasn't Spanish. It sounded Spanish.
I don't remember. That's the joy of a language, right?
That's the joy of the brain.
Oh, okay.
I swear, sometimes when I'm having a conversation with somebody,
I think it's French, but I just put a little flair on it. Put a little sugar spice. Psh, psh, a little more spice.
I mean, I'll be talking to somebody sometimes. Sometimes I talk to people.
Only sometimes. I don't like people.
Yeah, me neither. I'll be talking to people though, and I don't know. I'll be trying to think of a word, and my brain will just say, "This is the word. This is the word, Pip. Just say it. Just say it. You'll be right." And sometimes I don't trust my brain, and I kind of fluster around and stutter around like I'm doing right now. And other times I come out with a cornucopia of good words.
A myriad, you might say.
A plethora, even.
Your English lesson from the Daily Brief.
Is it plethora or plethora? I think it's plethora.
Me too.
Okay.
Plethora.
Yeah. Either way. Meaning a bounty of, or a lot of. But yeah, sometimes I listen to the voice in my head.
No.
And I'll just say the word without really knowing what it means. And the conversation usually goes on without me being corrected like a child who has but a limited grasp of basic English.
Best part of his kite is the lasers. Prepare for your doom.
Yeah, like
I mean, it's good that most people don't catch on. I don't know words too good.
like when in the new It movie, the little kids are like, he's talking about placebo, but he's like, there's gazebos.
It's gazebos, Mom! Oh my god, that made me laugh so hard. I was in the theater when we saw that, and I just burst out laughing.
That was great.
Talking about placebos. It's gazebos, Mom! Oh my god. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I'm pretty sure we've talked about it before, but go watch it. The new It movie's fantastic.
I was kind of not sure at first, because I was like, what are they gonna do? I'm like, what is it gonna be, a big spider at the end? Like, what are they gonna do? Come on.
I thought it was gonna suck.
And I didn't like how the new I didn't like the new Pennywise either. I was like, ew, what is with his face?
Get that bucktooth crap out of here.
Yes.
I didn't dig it. I thought it was gonna suck. I really did. And I watched it.
Woo!
And
we watched it twice.
It's hard to go from like, oh, this is gonna suck, to holy crap, this is good, and I'm gonna recommend it to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it twice in theaters.
Especially Bulma. Bulma usually gets stuck. Like, if she thinks it's gonna be bad and it's not amazing.
It was so good. It had that feel of Stranger Things, kind of. You know, it picked up on the it really captured the. They were both set in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they really did a good job capturing.
It felt like the 80s. It felt good.
Yeah, it's nice when they have.
I think the original was set in like the 50s.
Yeah.
But you know, bring it up to standards, make it a little more modern. It's good, guys. I really liked it. I've seen a couple reviews that said they beat you over the head with the whole 80s thing, but like I didn't know. I didn't. There's like a couple New Kids on the Block references.
It's so good. And I actually listened to New Kids on the Block
which
as
made
a kid.
which made me laugh out loud. They're hilarious. I don't know, good movie.
Yeah, I definitely want to get that.
And it didn't even have the very super horribly awkward part in the book where there's a gang bang.
We're gonna make like $1 billion.
God. Yeah, that's really in there, by the way, guys. If you haven't read the book, go read it. It's uncomfortable, to say the least. To say the very least.
He's always been kind of a dick.
Well, we finally beat Professor Chaos and we're out of his. Aw, he's in a little dog cage, just like the Boglins.
Oh. Butter's boggling. Buglin Butters. Boglin Butters.
Budoglin.
Butterlin.
The Buttercream Gang.
No.
You knew it was coming.
Anything but that.
Oh no, we're gonna find out who might be behind all of this.
Bulma here is a huge fan of Cinema Snob. Cinema Snob, if you ever hear this, Bulma's a huge fan. Huge.
Oh no, Mitch Connor.
No. Who's Mitch Connor? It's Cartman's dumbass hand puppet. You know damn well that Connor was just using my hand to suit his needs. At first, he disguised himself as Jennifer Lopez, who loves tacos and burritos. When his cover was blown, he was arrested by the police and escaped. But why would he want to
man,
bring down Zappa?
what a crafty
Where would he
hand.
get all his money? Shut up! It's not Mitch, stupid fucking Connor. How do you know? No, Kyle is right, you guys. It couldn't be Mitch Connor. Connor died in an oil rig explosion in northern Alaska.
Oh, of course.
Fuck this. I'm going to bed. Yes, good idea, humankind. Everyone
He's so
get back to your
upset.
homes. It's getting late.
Seems reasonable.
Let's all reconvene tomorrow.
After school.
And now, the news program that starts the day off
Not as crafty as my hand.
And look, here's a cock.
South Park vigilantes struck again last night, this time at a meth lab
Whoa.
at a downtown U-Stort facility. Here with more is a midget
With a midget in a fedora.
All 6 people were arrested last night after the vigilante exposed.
I wish this was how news was.
Milady.
Eyewitnesses have come forward with shocking reports that the vigilante's parts were so awful they seemed to actually rip the
You really get the milady vibe out of fedoras?
Yeah, it's a meme. Or like a really.
Okay, I guess.
Or it's like
I
a.
feel like you need that. I feel like you need the accompanying like brown overcoat.
There's like a
Like
dude.
the long overcoat with
It's like
the
a neck beard wearing a fedora and he's doing the the tap.
Screw a neck beard and a fedora. I'm thinking like an older man in like his 40s or 50s with like a nice brown fedora and like crimped dress pants and like a long brown overcoat.
No.
You know, like straight out of the 50s. He even has like a briefcase.
We're not so fortunate.
Nah, I guess not. Classy.
Classy with the dick hanging off and fucking the hell out of the seat.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Definitely not that kind of classy.
Loud talking not allowed. Okay.
Yeah, it's me.
Guess we gotta
Nobody knows
whisper.
anything about this kid.
That's what the
Not
sign
what race
said.
he is, not even if it's a boy or a girl. What do we do, sir?
You know, I wanted to rock around and just like dress in suits all the time for a while. Just be like super dapper all the time. But damn, man, those shits are expensive. Super expensive. Being dapper is super expensive. There's this guy in Boardwalk Empire. A great show, by the way. But he has like this suit that he just takes care of like meticulously. And like almost every time you see him at his house, he's like got his suit laying out on his bed and he's like brushing all the loose fibers and stuff off it. I feel like that's how I would be. I'd have like one really nice one and just wear it all the time. Staying dapper.
You gotta have theme music when you walk, though.
Well, it wouldn't sound like freaking Seinfeld.
Yeah, so I totally derped out and was like, why is it not working? And then I was like, oh, I'm spinning the wrong way. Whoops.
You know, knowing my luck, my theme music would be Seinfeld.
See? You just spun around and different clothes came on. That's dumb.
Little shits.
I love these kids that just walk.
And you know what? Poop on them.
Yeah, right. They want to see something dumb?
Hopefully it won't be daily uploads on the Daily Brief.
Oh, never. See ya!
Enjoy this fan art I forgot to put up because Terrible Bulma is terrible.